Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. All right, more distraction stuff. The Republican committee, voted to change the name of a section of the Kennedy Center Opera House to name it after First Lady Melania Trump. This went through as part of a larger vote. So this was buried in a larger vote that was being approved. However, this name change will not go into effect because until the full House and Senate have a vote on the proposal. It was pointed out by Democrats on this committee that this was just a way to basically suck up to Trump. The Republicans countered that Melania is a huge proponent of the arts, so clearly they would need to rename a section of this theater after her. Apparently, some funding was granted of it that says the Republicans have now given the president 6 times the normal amount of money to run the Kennedy Center. Carte blanche to be over who will be on the board, because Trump fired most of the board members and then named himself chairman of the board for it. And how different parts of the Kennedy Center, or perhaps the whole Kennedy Center itself, will be named. Trump, after he named himself chairman, was he criticized drag performances there, and he said he never liked Hamilton very much. But we'll make it great again. I'm very disappointed when I look around. The bottom line, it has tremendous potential. Guy uses the same 12 words in every description of something. So yeah, let's take a look at this. What's going on with Trump naming himself the chairman of the board of the Kennedy Center? Is this just purely a grift? Is this an ego trip to try and equate the Trump name with the Kennedys? What's the underlying energy with this, and how is this all going to turn out? Again, this is kind of a potato chip reading. Don't clutch your pearls too heavily on this one. Even if they do change the name, it's going to get changed back when this insanity stops. This is just something to cause demoralization amongst those on the left. Okay? Again, entertainment purposes only. Let's look at the energy of Trump taking over the Kennedy Center and doing stuff like that. Okay, decisions, crossroads. What are we crossroading here? What's the challenge with this? The Queen of Cups. Trying to keep a lid on emotions versus exploding emotions. I just think it's a distraction from something. Underneath it all is the Hanged Man. Looking at things differently. It's not tossing anybody under the bus. There could be something on the down low that's happening here. But it's also kind of just that ego thing. That, somebody probably whispered in Trump's ear that, you should have an opera center named after you. Remember how much you like Ave Maria? That type of thing? Oh yeah, good idea. In the past, you got the Judgment card. Part of this might be that Trump is considered very base and very crass, and he's trying to sort of up the image of the Trump family name to something a bit more highfalutin and highbrow. Current situation is the Queen of Wands, thinking about actions to be taken going forward. Overarching energy is 7 of Coins. Okay, there we go. Let's get the money in here now. In some ways, this is kind of a secret way to grift again. How can we get powerful people to throw money at us? But again, I do also think it's looking at the family name and trying to do something. Messaging about values and illusions and delusions. Somebody got in his ear. And whispered into him that he needs to do this. Get the Trump family name. This would be like the Kennedys. The Kennedys have their name over everything, and they're revered. And Trump's like, yeah, I could steal some money from these guys and rename this. And if he has and think about this also, If he's the chairman, that means there could be naming rights that he sells to corporations or something along those lines. So it's another way for him to make money. But I think it's also, there's an ego thing that's involved in this. You know how Trump always puts his, he markets the Trump name. He licensed the Trump name. Those Trump towers typically aren't built by Trump. Those are buildings that are already built. He just, he gets into a marketing agreement with those buildings. They get to put Trump's name on the outside, and then they have to make cosmetic changes on the inside, like gold plate all the toilets and put a lot of gold filigree and stuff like that throughout the building, because Trump has a certain garish look that he appreciates. And then anybody who's a Trump hotel has to sort of do all that stuff, and then he collects royalties from that. Will this name change actually go through? Will this name change? Because again, if Trump's out of office, Congress doesn't owe him anything. Just saying. And Trump's out's looking pretty sketchy as I record this on July 24th. Is this name change going to take effect? Two of Wands. It starts moving forward. It's a gift. But it might be brought to an end. An ending and a new beginning. If Trump is around when it comes to the vote, they may do it as a gift to him and have the Kennedy's new start and everybody celebrates. It just depends when they have the vote. If they have the vote, then if they have the vote and Trump is still in power, they'll probably do it just to give him a victory. Because it's a minor victory. It's just a little gift to him, so he can brag around the world that he has an opera house named after him. Again, this is just stuff to cause you to clutch your pearls and gnash your teeth and be upset and take that energy that you would have that's better directed at the Epstein cover-up and get you to waste it and be exhausted on something that doesn't matter, like the naming of an opera center. Okay? So if it happens, it happens. We let it go. It'll get named back later on, just like the military bases. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. This reading is for entertainment purposes only, but I hope you found it insightful, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.